The snow was falling hard when my husband shoved me out of the house in my slippers. No coat. No phone. No money. The door slammed shut behind me, and the lock clicked. As I stood shaking in the freezing night, my knees weak, a calm voice came from behind me. A man I barely knew. Our rich neighbor. He looked at the house, then at me, and said softly, "Don't cry. By tomorrow, he'll lose everything." I didn't believe him. But I would soon learn that the coldest night of my life was the beginning of my rebirth. My husband, Daniel, and I had been married for 13 years. To the world, we looked perfect: nice house, successful business, polite smiles at social gatherings. But behind closed doors, something dark had grown between us. Daniel had changed. The more money he made, the colder he became. Every mistake was mine. Every problem was my fault. That night, the argument started over something small. It always did. I asked about a missing payment on the electricity bill. He exploded. "You're useless," he yelled. "I built this life, not you." I reminded him of the years I supported him, when his business failed, when I worked extra shifts, when I sold my jewelry so he could survive. He laughed. That laugh still haunts me. "You think you matter," he said. "Get out." I thought he was bluffing. Until he grabbed my arm and pushed me toward the door. Minutes later, I was outside, barefoot on ice, the wind slicing through my thin sweater. I knocked. I begged. I cried. Nothing. That's when I saw the neighbor, Mr. Adrian Cole. Everyone knew him. Wealthy. Reserved. Always watching, never speaking. His mansion stood next door like a silent guardian. He approached slowly, wrapped his coat around my shoulders, and led me inside his home without asking questions. Over hot tea, he spoke the words I couldn't forget. "Daniel's success is built on lies. Tomorrow, those lies collapse." I thought it was pity talking. I went to sleep believing my life was over. I was wrong. The next morning, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. Daniel's company had been raided. Frozen accounts. Lawsuits. Fraud investigations. Everything he owned, seized. His partners turned on him. His friends vanished. I sat there in shock. "How did you know?" I asked Adrian. He finally told me the truth. Daniel had stolen millions from him years ago, hidden through shell companies. Adrian had waited, not out of revenge, but precision. The evidence was complete. "And you?" I whispered. "Why help me?" Adrian looked at me with quiet understanding. "Because I've seen what happens when powerful men believe they're untouchable. And I've seen the women they crush along the way." That afternoon, Daniel showed up at Adrian's gate. No arrogance. No pride. Just fear. When he saw me standing there, warm, steady, no longer broken, he fell apart. "I made a mistake," he cried. "Come home." I looked at the men who had left me to freeze and realized something powerful. I didn't need revenge. I didn't need apology. I needed freedom. I walked away. Months later, I rebuilt my life. I found work. I found confidence. I found myself again. Adrian helped, but he never rescued me. He reminded me I was capable all along. One winter evening, I passed my old house. Empty. Silent. Foreclosed. I smiled, not because he lost everything, but because I found myself.